Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier, a spiritual medium and intuitive card reader. And today I've got a message for Leos. This is your weekly message to let you know what's up and to give you some suggestions or advice on how to navigate the energy in front of you. So, the energy of your environment, the energy around you this week that you'll be interacting with is the Hermit card. Because of other cards in your reading, the biggest story behind your message this week is to look forward, don't look back. And I know that sounds trite, but I'll explain what I mean. So the Hermit is a card of social isolation where you kind of go off by yourself and look inside seeking what you truly want. And it's a card of reflection, it's a card of mysticism, but it's a card of solitude. So there's going to be some circumstances around you this week that are going to kind of push you to want to be a little more reclusive, a little bit more on your own. And a lot of this has to do with looking back at the past. So you're going to respond to this card, this energy emotionally with the Six of Cups. And I don't know if you can really see, but she's having a tea party with the fairies in the forest with her stuffed animals, of course. So this is about looking back at childhood, looking back at the past. And this card often carries a message of just kind of lighten up, things aren't so bad, return to that space of childhood where things were pure and easy and innocent and fun. But this is also because it's a Cups card looking back at relationships. So while you're being kind of pushed into this isolation from the energy around you this week, you're going to want to look back at the past, and you're seeking answers in the past, in these past relationships, some of which are done, some of which don't exist anymore. You know, the emotional connection is just different because maybe you've moved on, but you're looking back to the past in a nostalgic way of, oh, you know, the past was so wonderful, these relationships are so great, I was in such a great place then. But your advice, I love your advice. You've got the Three of Cups, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Wands. So Leos, you have work to do. So whereas this card looks at relationships of the past, this card, Three of Cups, tells you to celebrate your relationships of the future. You have supportive relationships, you have people that get you, you have people that you feel an affinity for, and you have people that really make you feel happy because you feel like you contribute to a group purpose with them, if that makes any sense. You guys share values, you guys share a sense of what it means to have fun, a sense of what it means to support each other. And so they're saying, you've got this in the future. You know, why are you looking back to the past here? And the reason why this is important is because for whoever I'm connecting with, emotional fulfillment must be a very, very strong component of your being, of your MO, really. But they're saying you've got that emotional component now, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles next to the Eight of Wands. So this to me says financial entrepreneurship or financial endeavor. You've got something big to grow. The Ace of Pentacles is like that seed, that first step, the beginning, and the Eight of Wands is the big journey to fruition. And what's so awesome about these two cards together is that we have beginning and we have movement. We have the start and then we have the realization, and this is the journey to realization. So they're not showing you the goal yet because the point is that this is still in motion, it's still in progress. And I love when this card comes up because it means that it's a sure destination, it's a sure journey. So whatever you're starting here has to keep going. But again, remember, we're talking about looking forward. So the more time you spend looking back at the past and looking through old yearbooks or old photos on Facebook and reminiscing, the more energy you spend doing that, the less energy you push forward to here. And why that's so important is because the more energy you put towards the past, the more of that energy you will start to see in your present, right? Because we create whatever we focus on. So if you start going back to those past relationships, which like I said are done, they're kind of, you know, you're disconnected from them, you start putting more energy back on them, you're going to start getting that in your present. And the point is that you don't need to, because you have your people already right here. They're already with you. And the point is that you're not really supposed to be focusing on relationships right now, because that is whole. That's kind of like set. It's good. What you're supposed to be focusing on is your endeavor. And for a lot of you, this is the financial endeavor. You're supposed to be focusing on making that thing grow and your eventual journey to success. I think the reason why they didn't give me a destination card like the world or something that shows the completion is because right now you still have some free will. So the pull to look at the past is actually a distraction from your present. You are wanting to look at your past so much because you're like, no, I don't want to do this thing. So the outcome is still up to you. And so this is a really important message for you this week. And I'm glad you're still with me because you needed to hear it, right? You're still creating your future. It's not set yet. You have to do it still. But the good news is that you've got everything that you need, the emotional support, the vision, the financial start. You've got all that. Okay, so thanks again for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Please also feel free to leave a comment. It's always great to hear from you. And I think that's about it. I always invite you to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com, for new offerings and new special sales. And I will see you next week. Have a great one, Leo.